is up? That's right. I am back, and I'm going to start with wrestling content again with my live reaction to Survivor Series. It just ended. Um, let's get into it. So first, we start off with the women's War Games match: Team Rhea versus Team Liv Morgan. Um, this was it's a hard match for me to judge because the last 5 minutes were exceptional, but the first majority of it was not. There was a lot of just bad botch spots. Nia Jax probably had the worst chair bot. Like her chair spots were they were all just really, really, really bad. Um, but like I said, the last 5 minutes was exceptional. We had this crazy spot. We have Io Sky and Tiffany Stratton both on top. Io does another one of her patented, I guess at this point, trash can spots where she does a moonsault with a trash can on her. And at the same time, Tiffany Stratton executes a swanton bomb, and then we almost get a cash in. But who is she going to cash in on? Was it going to be Nia Jax or Liv Morgan? And then Rhea finally gets her payback with a brutal rip tide through a table. Also, the mask she was wearing for the majority of the match was absolutely ridiculous. Like this match, the match was great. This mask was phenomenal. Uh, then we had LA Knight versus Shinsuke Nakamura. This dark, evil version of Shinsuke is absolutely great. I was a big fan of the anime villain version, but this is something entirely new. And all throughout the night, all throughout this match, LA Knight just didn't have the answers. And this was an exceptional match, but you could just see that Shinsuke was like, everything LA Knight was trying. He was off his game, and Shinsuke Nakamura beats LA Knight clean. So we'll see what do you do with LA Knight now, and is Shinsuke Nakamura finally getting that push that everyone's been waiting for since he's been called up to NXT, or since he was called up from NXT several years ago. But he wins the U.S. title, new United States champion, and we'll find out what exactly happens with LA Knight going forward. Then we had the IC triple threat, my match of the night. That's right, this is the Outlaw match of the night. It was fantastic. Every spot just Braun Breaker and Sheamus multiple times beating down Ludwig Kaiser. Ludwig Kaiser coming close time and time from getting the win. The shillelagh shots by Ludwig on Sheamus. And then finally the devastating spear to Sheamus, allowing Braun Breaker to win. This match was as hard hitting a match as you're ever going to see. This match was absolutely brutal. And it shows. You just see the whelps and everything on their bodies. It was absolutely insane. Great match. Still your IC champ, Braun Breaker. And that gets us to the World Heavyweight Championship match. I have not been a fan of the way that Gunther has been handled since the loss to Cody. The self doubt. It just doesn't do it for me. Like I wasn't really a fan of all of the doubt that they were adding into his character, and the majority of the match it was the same way until we saw just Gunther hit that switch and focus on the arm and go back to being the Gunther of old. Damian Priest had some good spots, really sold his injury. There was some crazy spots on the top rope with Gunther and Damian. Finn Balor interfered again, and then the interesting move, Gunther attacks Finn Balor. Are we going to get a face Gunther? Because it kind of feels like it's not there yet, but it feels like they're kind of beginning to tease of maybe a face ring general. I don't know how that plays out. So we'll have to see. Then after the match, Gunther and Damien kind of standing in close proximity. What happens to Damian Priest now? What do you do with him now? Obviously, the easy answer is more Judgment Day stuff, and that's what it appears to be. So, but after that, where does he go? I kind of think you got to put him in the IC title picture after the Judgment Day, but we'll see. But that gets us to the main event, the men's War Games match. And this match started off hot with Jey Uso and Tama Tonga. Tama Tonga, I've always been a big fan of Tama Tonga. I'm hoping that we get more promos, more character from him, kind of like what we saw in New Japan. But obviously, with the new bloodline having the advantage, you know, we got a lot of beatdown spots with that Bronson Reed coming in second, Bronson Reed and for his boys, and of course Jimmy Uso coming in, and the Usos are good. Jay's a little better at singles, but when these guys are working together and you get that tag team feel, it's just next level. And then Jacob Fatu comes in and just wrecks shop, which is what he does. Like, that's what he does. And then Punk was going to come in, but was stopped by Roman. And Sammy comes in, helping his boys out, and we get Jimmy and Sammy dapping it up like the good old days, feeling oozy. Then for the new bloodline, we get Tama Tonga. He came in and, they begin to kind of tease the Usos and Tama Tonga. And then Punk comes in and, they wait for him, but he grabs a toolbox and works everybody over with a toolbox. And Jacob Fatu getting planted on the toolbox and just popping up, kind of like it was nothing. It was insane. Then Solo comes in and Solo locks the cage, which I don't really get. Like, if that's the route to keep Roman out, it's not a very good one because it's a cage. It doesn't have a top. You can just climb up it, but he commences to beat down each member of the OG bloodline. And when Roman comes down and does exactly what I said he would do, he climbs the cage. Then they go up there to stop him. They don't do a very good job because he still gets in. And then big cross body. And then the War Games match truly begins. And there were, and Punk and Roman eventually work together. And then they systematically take out each member of the OG, or of the new bloodline. And at the end of it, Solo is a man surrounded by by all the guys he had wronged. And you hear him say, it's not supposed to be this way. And Roman still offers him a chance. He turns it down, saying he's the tribal chief. And super kick, haluva kick, GTS, spear, 1, 2, 3, your winners. The OG bloodline. And I guess we'll find out what that favor is. And and me personally, I think they teased a bunch of Mania matches. I think we're getting Roman. I think that we're getting Roman and Punk, Usos, and the Usos versus God. But I gave it a 4 out of 5. It was a really good show. Had some really good matches. I was really pleased with the show. But let me know what you thought in the comments. Tell me the good, tell me the bad. Tell me where I'm wrong. Tell me where I'm right. Specifically tell me where I'm right, but I will catch y'all next time.